Hello everybody and welcome to another Crafter's Toolbox. Of course, we're always looking at new techniques, tips, and tricks in this series, and today we'll be looking at the new Build-a-Flower stamp set from Altenew. This is the Begonia Build-a-Flower, and we'll be talking about 3 ways to get different color combinations using one set of inks. And here is an example of that. Now these 3 flowers were all made using the same Tranquility set of inks, and I'm going to show you how I created all 3 of these looks today. All right, we'll start with the very front one here, this very lightest one, because it has some white in it, which means we'll be skipping an entire step. And it is really just stunning the way that that turned out, and I think you're just going to love how that works. So we are going to start with the lines, and I try to almost always start with the lines, and we'll be using Misty Morning, which is the lightest shade in the Tranquility set. So just setting this up here, and that gives us all the lines that we need to create the rest of the flower. So very simply, I'm going to skip this background stamp, which covers the entire thing with color, and move on to this next stamp here, which I'm going to do in Misty Morning. So that is going to turn out to be kind of like a tone on tone. It's going to help cover up some of those lines and just get it looking really nice and light. This one's pretty easy to line up as far as Build-a-Flower stamps go, so I hope that you don't have any problems with it. You'll have a lot of success with this one from the very start. All right, so that's the next color in there. So basically I'm only using 2 colors. I'm going to use Misty Morning. I used that twice. And then the next color I will add on to that is just the next darkest, which is Cloudy Sky. All right, so just line that up. Again, this one lines up quite simply. You're just going to be following all these little lines here. It's very easy to do. All right, so once that dries, it of course is going to get lighter in color, and it's going to look just like this lovely one in the center here. All right, let's take a look at this next one here, because that is the next lightest set. All right, so I'm going again to start with my outline. This time I'm going to do the outline in Cloudy Sky. So this is the second darkest color. And I like to do it this way because I'm always doing the background in, well, most of the times I'm doing the background in the lightest color, right? So this gives me a little bit of contrast to work with. We're going to come back to Cloudy Sky. You'll see that in just a minute here. All right, but we're going to do this big background stamp. And I'm going to do that in Misty Morning. All right, and that just lines up all the way around that outline. Very easy to do. Okay. And then we'll move on to the first detail layer, which again we will do in Cloudy Sky. So this is the same color that we used on the outline, remember? And get this lined up. I'm a little out of whack here. There we go. All right. And then the last color that I will add on is Nimbus, which is the third darkest color. So you can see that this will turn out to be kind of a medium strength looking flower. All right, so this one was Misty Morning, Cloudy Sky, and Nimbus. All right, and so now you can see we've got a little bit of color difference there. Looking good though. All right, and so for the last one, this darkest colored flower in here, we're going to avoid the Misty Morning altogether and just use these 3 colors in the same way. So Nimbus will now become the outline. And remember, we'll be coming back to that if we're following our same pattern. All right, so we have a little bit of a darker outline. And then we'll come back to cloudy sky this time for the background. All right. So you can see this one's getting very moody already. And then our next, the first detail layer, we'll do it back in Nimbus again. All right, super dark, but looking gorgeous. And then our final layer we will do this time in Dark Night, which is the darkest of the Tranquility set. All right, so this can be applied with any of the Altenew sets of inks because the majority of them come in 4s, and there's a few that are sets of 3, so this would still work out quite well for them. You can do this with any set of inks and end up with 3 different shades of flower using just this simple set of inks. All right, guys, so quick and simple, something right in your toolkit that you can use with all the different Altenew inks that you already have. You can apply this to all the different Build-A-Flower stamp set. So I know that you will have success in creating beautiful variegated flowers for all of your future designs. Thanks for stopping by today. I'll be back soon with more tips, tricks, and tutorials. But until next time, happy crafting.